Eh?
What is the essence of this meeting now? You have come out from a meeting to meet protesters.
No, they are not protesters.
Okay.
Don't use the word. Hello.
Is he a media man?
Let me now ask you a question.
He should not address us as
No.
protesters.
Let me use the question. There is nobody here that is a protester. We are all members of one family.
Are you a member of the family?
Well, we don't know who is aggrieved and who is not. Families disagree. Like I told you before, you do disagree with your wife. I do the same thing. So all of us disagree. These are members of the same family. That's why I came to see them. The meeting today was convened at my instance. And if you were inside that meeting, I preached only one thing, that I have come to start the work of reconciling the family. So these people who are outside are members of the family who we must reconcile with. We must all sit down in the table and decide the future of our family. And that's what we are doing. And that is why I offered them, can we meet here? Which they said to me, maybe you will schedule another day. I offered them, can we go to the hotel and meet? And I thank you, Chairman. I assure you, I'm ready for the meeting any day that is suitable for you. We must start talking as a family.
So what do you hope to get from this meeting right now, since you want to shift the meeting to another date?
For them to know that we're family. And I like the way what happened today. You know what I said before? It is good that while we're meeting here, they were here. So we've now started the reconciliation. What we achieved today was too much. You won't believe it. We've spoken to people inside. I've spoken to my people inside. These are my brothers. These are my people.
But Your Excellency, why has it taken so long for you to mediate in this issue?
That's how families do. At times it's good to allow things to fester and then you reconcile it. Even in my family, there's a times I allow my children to show that they've grown up. And then I call them.
Okay.
So,
that's what we're doing.
So presently, who is the chairman of the party?
Only INEC knows. You can go to INEC.
No,
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. You say what?
There was a report that Abure and Apapa
chairman is
to fight you and NLC. What's your take?
No, they reconcile so we can be one family. Families don't fight. If they come and fight me, I'll beg them. Their reconciliation is all about party. Everybody will reconcile. Let my chairman reconcile. Eh?
Well,
we are reconciling.
Our respected leader of the party, Your Excellency, first let me thank you very much for coming to this level. The issue at hand, which His Excellency knows very well, is that the tenure of Abure and his working committee, NWC, has ended. So effectively by the 10th of June this month. And you know that there can't be any vacuum in the leadership. And we are not here as NLC. NLC happens to be one of the stakeholders and spearheaded the convening of stakeholders meeting through the National Political Committee, Commission of NLC. And it is the stakeholders meeting that resolved that since the tenure of Abure was about to expire, there can't be any vacuum. And they therefore set up a National Transition Committee whose duty is only to do the needful. That is to conduct congresses right from the world level to local government levels, to state levels, and culminating into national convention that will elect legitimate, transparent leadership of the party to look forward. And this is why we are here. Unfortunately, all entities all approaches, including inviting Abure and his people to the even stakeholders meeting, where even it was brokered by INEC that Abure signed and NLC signed that when the time comes, come together to conduct an inclusive and expansive convention. Unfortunately, Abure decided to do without NLC, even after having signed an agreement that INEC brokered. That is why we felt that enough must have to be enough. And since nature abhors vacuum, we said we are taking over because we are constituted by the stakeholders meeting, just as was provided in that agreement. And we tried to do it peacefully. In fact, some of our people have been accusing us of being slow. We told them, no, we are not trying to fight. As much as possible, if we can be able to resolve this issue without fight, that is what we want. But from what you have witnessed today, from what we have witnessed today, it appears certainly it is either we find our way forward or we make our way forward. This I assure you. This I assure you. Because we are living in Nigeria, we are Nigerians, and we will not tolerate lawlessness. But if anybody decides that he will be lawless because he has the upper hand of paying whoever to subvert our efforts, I want to assure that we are also capable of doing whatever anybody can do and even more. Your Excellency, I'm not disrespecting you. I know you are a peaceful man. You always want peace. And that is why I say, okay, if you are not here today, we will not be thinking of any coming together to reconcile. We will be thinking of how to go about it the way we think it is better for us to do.
I like this, your conclusion.
Thank you, sir.
Can you see the conclusion? You've done very well. I assure you, every war, every disagreement will be settled in a round table. Okay. We are one family. What is happening with us is worse in others. We will reconcile it. Just know that you met me today and I've talked about item number 1, reconciliation. Number 2, reconciliation. Number 3, let us remain focused on the suffering of the poor people of Nigeria. That is what we all desired. What we are doing now cannot affect the price of garri or rice. So we are being distracted by what we are supposed to be doing. We need to remain focused. I hope the press is okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm externally grateful
Thank you
for
very
your
much.
involvement because I know all of you too are my supporters.
Yes.
Thank you.
He was pushing the phone in my face.
Go.
All right, you are here, and this melodrama took place while you were within the premises of the National Secretary of the Labour Party. What is your view of this? How do you perceive this?
Well, I wasn't opportune to actually see the melodrama, but I think it's a welcome development that it actually happened while I was there. Because whenever the reason why we're here today is part of our building one family for the party. So if on the day you start your reconciliation meetings and everything, and somebody who is agitating says no, that is a very good development. And it is good that we're also part of it.
So who were those who formed part of the stakeholder for today's meeting? Was Labour part of it? The NLC?
No.
Okay. Who were those here today for the Hey, open.
Sir, they are just doing a brief meeting there. They'll be with you shortly. They are just meeting briefly there. They'll be with you shortly, sir.
He's here waiting for them.